Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. And they
you'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Varejao setting the pick for Waiters. He kicks it to Varejao. Now Levinson. And down it goes, jamming that one home. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Now Pierce, after the missed three from Darren Williams. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Teletovic. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layup. It demoralizes the defense.
Here's Pierce, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Shot from free throw range. Pierce's shot is good. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Raptors in Toronto.
And I think, Kevin, it really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
Now here's Williams after Dion Waiters miss. Pierce attacking the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Nothing extravagant about it, but there didn't need to be.
Now, here is Irving. Right now averaging 21 points a game. The 7-footer falls. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Williams with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
It wasn't just offense either, Kevin. I mean, he was so disruptive defensively. I don't remember how many steals he had, but man, he was dominant up there.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And Waiters has it in the corner. Wide open look. The kick out to Irving. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, he feeds it to Varejao. Now here's Waiters. D right on him. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Right side, Williams. The feed to Jordan. Got a piece of it.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with. But you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Fires the 3. Bogdanovich, no luck.
The Nets brought in a lot of talent before last season. Even though they had the big-name stars starting, they were actually a very deep team. He's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And he gets the bucket. Williams has got 5 points so far.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Cavaliers trailed by 3. Guys, as you said, the Nets stars got a lot of the attention, but they would go to the bench often, and Steve, it would pay off for them.
Well, they were second in bench minutes played last year, and also top 5 in points off the bench. So, this was a deep roster, and it really came through for them. Pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The pass to Jordan. The rebound by Kevin Love. Cavaliers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Kicks to Irving. Back to LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. To the inside. And it's rejected. Here's Waiters. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting to stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
Now here's Williams, averaging 16 points a game. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Irving attacking. Love kicks to Varejao. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Right wing. Here's Teletovic. An 11-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
And that one's good. Cavaliers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Marion comes in for Kevin Love.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Now here's Pierce. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. That's good. Now James. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Pass it to Teletovic. This one for 3, and the shot is good. Teletovic just got it all tied up now for the Nets.
He has not missed yet. 4 for 4 in this first quarter.
Setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
James left side. Feeds to Dellavedova. Marion a screen on Williams. Fires from deep. LeBron with another miss. Brooklyn's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Inside, here's Dellavedova, and no good. Trying to use the glass. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit tricky out there. And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot 2. Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back into the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin, and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some seasoning.
And now for Cleveland. They still have the youth to grow, but with LeBron on board, the sky for them is the limit.
As are the expectations.
Jones checked in for LeBron. And both free throws good for Redding.
And one more note about Cleveland. Everyone will now assume that they will make the playoffs this year, but the ultimate goal is a title. Something that hasn't happened in the city of Cleveland for any major sport in a long time. Probably 64, I think, maybe.
Ken, you're right on it. The Nets with the lead. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. Cavaliers pull it in.
Nice early advantage for them on the glass, guys.
You know, part of rebounding well early is just going after the ball and boxing out. I mean, establishing that tone so that you can maintain it later in the game.
Here's Dellavedova looking for his first basket still in this one. Back to Miller. Marion setting the pick for Miller. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And here's Reddick. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. He dishes it to Teletovich. Thompson comes with the double team. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Jordan. And Quincy Acey subbed in for Mirza Teletovich. Here's Dellavedova. Thompson, a screen on Williams. Miller, right side. Marion outside. Back to Miller. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a tie ball game. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this.
Continues to put the work in.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Sean Marion. And Irving subbed in for Mike Miller. Here's Bogdanovich. 9-point game his last outing. Brown. Reddick with the three. Count the bucket. Reddick's got 5.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Dellavedova dishes to Varejão. Dellavedova to pass to Irving. Irving double team.
Able to convert off turnover.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Stolen by Varejão. Love outside. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Love's got 4 this quarter.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything, but moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And that one's good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. And Waiters kicks to Varejão. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Now we get a chance to check out LeBron James. Some kind of performance he's been turning in and night out these past 4 or 5 weeks. 3rd in scoring, and he's been such a good offensive player.
Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Mark.
Now here's Beverly. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Good.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Here's a Teletovich is checked in for Quincy Acey. Well, a great rebounding small forward can give any team an X factor. Let's look at a few guys who have been playing that role over the course of the last month. 4th, LeBron James.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' games. They play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in this league.
And I think it's an area that they all take pride in, Steve. They know they can score. That's expected of their position. But where you separate yourself is going after rebounds. These guys are really determined to excel in that part of the game.
And so here's Cleveland. After the basket by Brooklyn. That is good.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
And Beverly kicks to Pierce. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at Brooklyn, 3rd best record here in the early going. And of course, Cleveland, a game behind.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've certainly gotten off to a great start, and it wasn't expected from most. This was expectation, but a really quick start here.
Yeah, pleasant surprise to start the season. They've gotten off on the right foot, and we may have to revise our expectations for this look. They look pretty tough right now. And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Dion Waiters going into last season working on playing off the ball, whether, catch and shoot, Steve, or coming off screens.
Yeah, he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, but playing alongside Kyrie Irving, he's going to be more effective without the ball, working off those screens and learning to play with Irving.
Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Irving. Now here's Redick. He has 5. He kicks it to Brown. 6 to shoot. It's Pierce with the drive. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 6 points for Paul Pierce.
From practice, his name has been all over trade talk since he's been with Cleveland. And on the plus side, he's working hard to improve as a player. He's very gifted.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the miss by Sean Merritt. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Teletovic. LeBron outside. And Thompson kicks to Merritt. Teletovic grabs the board. Teletovic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
You hear the question marks for Waiters, but still an awful lot of upside for this guy, in my opinion. He's got a great foundation offensively. He can make plays for himself and for others. I think his ceiling is really high as long as he stays hard-working and hungry.
And here is Irving after the 3-pointer from Darren Williams. Here's Waiters. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Waiters got 8.
And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Irving against Williams. He feeds it to Jordan. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Clark, talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, 2 good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's Bogdanovich. Over Waiters. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now, and that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. The feed now to James. Irving attacking. Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young, has a lot on his shoulders, and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James there and some other veterans who've come in could really help smooth that out for the young standard.
They get the rebound. Jordan kicks to Teletovic. Here's Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Marion with the steal. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Nets out in front, up 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Fires again. Reddick inside the line. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 9.
Every time it seems like one team makes a run, there's a response.
Yeah, this has been teeter-tottering back and forth like a seesaw.
And so it's Cleveland with it. After the basket by Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Lock at 6. And he converts the layup. Irving's got 16 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Even though the Nets staged a great comeback last season, you have to wonder if they'll view what they did as a disappointment.
They did bring in some big-name stars, but still ended up, I think, right in the middle of the playoff pack in the East, and perhaps fell a little short of what they hoped to accomplish last season. Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
LeBron drives in. Here's Love, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And for most teams, that would be good enough, being in the middle of the pack. What the Nets did last year, they've been trying to climb into that elite tier in the East, and it didn't happen.
You know, moving up in the conference standings, Brooklyn's window, to me, might be closing as it relates to making that jump, because they've had to trade away future assets to close the talent gap with the top teams, and that's put them in a tough spot going forward.
Now here's Beverly. The pass to Ace. Deflects the pass and stolen by Love. Outside Irving. Varejao setting the pick for Irving. Shot off the pick. Shot misses. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3 even before that miss.
Here's Beverly. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the hand. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And it's Love penetrating. Now here is Irving. Defense. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. He's looking for James and finds him with the fadeaway. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. James has got 11. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys. And all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Pass to Irving. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. No good off the front iron.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Bogdanovich passes to Williams. Misses in close. Here's Irving. Can't get it to go. And we've reached the end of the third. Cavaliers lead by 8. And the Nets with possession here. Trailing here by 8. Irving and Waiters, the guards. Anderson Varejao out there with Kevin Love. And it's Marion in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Brown, good.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. They force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
Now here's Waiters. On the wing, Marion. Waiters up top. Fields covering. 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good.
Anderson Varejao, a quality defensive center. Great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy. And he's one of those irritants. He gets under a lot of guys' skin.
And Beverly kicks to Teletovich. Again, the Nets for 2. Flashes of all-star caliber production at the center position. It's been his injuries that have really held him back.
Yeah, it's good to see him able to remain on the court for most of the season, man. Tough year for the Cavs last year, record-wise, but Varejao, for him, a step in the right direction health-wise.
Here's Bogdanovich. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Waiters. Rebound, Brooklyn. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Paul Pierce, at one time a franchise talent and elite two-way player, now a self-described role player. He's a heck of a good one, too. A great scorer, can shoot, drive, and get to the line.
Raiders against Pierce. They double him with Jordan. Marion dishes to Irving. Varejao, the bucket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. And Paul Pierce is always above those elbows.
Yeah, and he's such a good ball handler. So crafty in getting to his spots and able to put the defense on his heels. Not overly athletic. He's never one to overwhelm you with athleticism. Man, can he play some basketball.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID...
Yeah, it shows that veteran savvy. You know, he can hit you with the fadeaway or get you up in the air and work himself to the foul line. So, this guy's a handful anywhere on the court.
Irving can't get it to go. Nets trailed by 20. Here's Bogdanovich. Shot's good. And so here's Cleveland. 22 is their biggest lead. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And so here's Cleveland following the bucket by the Nets. Now Irving. Dishes it to Love. Required. Love. A rebound by the Nets. Bogdanovich has got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Williams with the drive and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Take a look at what Williams has done. 10 points and a dozen assists.
He's making such good decisions with his passing and also being aggressive and getting to the line by drawing fouls.
Well, that's an excellent combo to have, I'll tell you that.
Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. Now here is Irving. Love with the screen on Williams. Irving kicks to Varejao. Williams comes with the double team. Varejao dishes to Irving, and it's good. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. His defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Shot from free throw range. Love with another miss. The Nets shooting here in the 4th quarter around 41%. Here's Bogdanovich. The Cavaliers pull it in. LeBron got his 5th rebound in this one.
It's been a great day for them on the boards. It's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
You know, even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line.
And 16 rebounds. Net shooting 40% from the field. Bogdanovich passes to Williams. Here's Bogdanovich. Outside Pierce. A 3-ball. That's good.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Outside Irving. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you add?
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. You know, this whole season, you know, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, just having fun with this game, and, you know, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you.